Hello, this is Ciara from Ciara T Designs, and today I have a video for you on the Joy Clair YouTube channel. So let's jump in. So as you can see, I do have the digital image printed out there, and I used my inkjet printer to print that. And I am going to go in with my Copics right away and color it up. So this is the Hello There digital stamp set from Joy Clair, and I'm going to use 4 colors of pink Copics to kind of color in my image. I love pink and gold, and when I saw this floral, I really thought of doing a square card, which is not a normal card size for me or shape for me. So, but when I first saw this, that is what popped into my head, so that's kind of what I went for. So my 4 colors of Copics are RV13, RV14, RV25, and RV17. And I'm going to kind of do it in little chunks, little sections. So I kind of lay down my latest color in a little chunk, and then I bring in my darker colors to shade in the image anywhere that the petals lay over top of each other, and some shading in the center, because it would of course be darker in the center of the flower, how it's drawn kind of cupped there. So that was kind of my thought process. And I am going to have a black mat, and I do have a base already done with my sentiment that says "A Million Thanks." And when I saw this stamp set, as I said, I really wanted to do a square card, and I really saw it with some gold behind it. So as we get into this, I'm going to show you how I kind of incorporated that bit of gold behind it. Now this is a bit of a simple card, but I thought it kind of turned out quite pretty. And I'm not going to make you watch all of the Copic coloring because it is the same 4 colors for the whole image, but I did pull out some of my nested circle dies and just found a circle that kind of fit nicely behind my floral, and then I pulled out my Rinea, which one is this pack? This is the Woodlands Variety pack, and it's all of them have a beautiful coloring on the front, but I wanted the gold back, so I found one that I had 2 of, and then I'm going to use for the back, because the back is gold and the front is multiple colors. In this one, I believe it's 2 shades of green and a brown color. And they were really pretty, so I really wanted to use the gold. So I flipped it over, and I'm going to put this through my die cutting machine for that circle that's going to go behind my flower. And I know this is a bit of a little more abstract than I generally go, at least with the design elements I ended up, because I kind of put it off to the side, so it's not quite centered, but I really liked how it ended up looking. So that's kind of where I was going with this. A bit different, a bit out of my norm, but when I saw this flower, I couldn't resist. So this is kind of the design I came up with this floral. And you can tell me what you think. Do you like how the design came out? Do you think it should be a little bit different? What would you have done? I'd love to know. So I did kind of fiddle around a bit with my design, and then I'm just going to use my favorite glue to glue everything down, and then I'm going to trim off the excess of the gold paper that's sticking off the side there, so that it will be kind of like a squared off circle, as much as that makes sense. But yeah, just trimmed that down a little bit so that it wasn't just kind of randomly sticking off the side. And as you can see, I've already made my card base, and everything's just squared. Odd size for me, but it was a lot of fun to make. Do you guys make square cards? This is my first one I've ever made, and I had a lot of fun kind of trying a different shape than what my normal is. So you'll have to let me know. I kind of gravitate more to A2 or slimline cards, but I'm trying to branch out and do a little bit different styles of cards and shapes of cards. So yeah, this is what I came up with. And then I am going to, of course, glue this down to my card base, and then we're going to move on and add a little bit of embellishment. Now this is a simple card, as I said, but I think that it turned out quite pretty, and I think that it really made the floral the star of the show, as it's pretty much the only color on the card other than the gold that's kind of accenting behind the floral. So yeah, I kind of like how it turned out. So I pulled in, I think it was about 5 of these clear crystals, just kind of put them on a diagonal across the card, just to kind of draw your eye around the flower a bit. And I can never resist adding some bling. That's kind of a thing for me. I can never resist. So of course I had to bring in a glitter pen so that I could put some glitter across the petals of the flower. And I don't think that I did all of them. I think most of the glitter is going to focus on the center of the flower, but I'm going to put it all over most of the petals, I think. And I am going to hold this up at the end too so that you can see as much as you can see. Sadly, the glitter doesn't pick up well on the camera, but I think that in person it really added some really pretty elements to this card. So I'd love to know what you guys think of this card. This is pretty much the whole video, other than I'm going to hold it up here for you to see it in a sec. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like, leave us a comment, and consider subscribing if you like what you see, because there's a lot of very talented creators on this team, and I think that you'd really enjoy the content that they're sharing with you. So here you go. I'm going to hold it up. You kind of get a general idea of how glittery that is, but in person it's quite a bit more. So that is what I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait until I see you again. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.